And people always say, why you so crazy about Lil Man, this and that? That was my man. He looked out. You know what I'm saying? Like, my peoples looked out for him, you know what I'm saying? Took care of him and shit. And, you know, my peoples went down. I was down. Like, it's one story, man, I'll never fucking forget, right? That's how I knew that shit was mob, right? I'm dead in the water. I'm dead in the fucking water, man. Dead pop. My peoples booked. Well, not booked on the run. Ain't nothing nobody fuck with. I'm dead in the water, right? So I'm out in front of Top Gun and shit. Night Top Gun used to pop right off the avenue. West Philly, no shit. The whole city probably know about Top Gun, the bar and shit, right? So it's like 2 days before Easter and shit, right? The little man pull up. I said, and I'm like, yo, Lit, man. I know you got some sweatsuits you ain't wear yet because we was like the same size, man. I was like, let me get one of them Johns, man, so I can wear it for Easter. So the nigga was like, wear one of my sweatsuits. So I'm saying in my head, like, oh, man. He's like, look, man, I'm gonna call you tomorrow, man. I'll take you to get one and shit, right? I'm like, oh, man, this nigga ain't gonna take me get no fucking sweatsuit, man. I'm like 17 and shit. Nigga ain't doing that and shit, right? So the next day, I go on with my day. I think I go see my girl or something. And whatever. I'm like, that nigga ain't calling and shit, right? Or come and get me. So the next day I go see my girl, like I said and shit. Then I'm downtown, something I did. But anyway, I get off the train and shit. The L at 46 and Market. I'm walking to Dusty. So my mom paging me and shit. 911. Page me. Well, I don't think she paid 911. She just paged me heavy and shit, right? So I get to a payphone call and shit. I'm like, Mom, what's up? Everything all right? She like, Ricky. These boys just came right here in a BMW looking for you. So I'm like, oh shit. So I start trotting down to Dusty, walking fast and shit, trying to get around the way and shit, right? And when I'm walking down to Dusty, who pull up? Lil Man. He driving Reese BMW. It was Lil Man was driving, Reese on the passenger side, Mont was in the back and shit, right? So so Lil Man's like, damn man, why weren't you home, man? I told you I want to come get you. I'm like, oh man, my bad. So I'm like, oh shit. So I'm riding in the back with these niggas, right? We go down City Blue, 13th Street. City Blue was popping. That's where all the badass girls, they used to just hire bad fucking girls to work for them and shit, right? So I come up in there with the boys and shit, right? So Lit like, go ahead, get what you want. So Reese, they grabbing shit. Lit grabbing pellies. I grab a feline sweatsuit. This girl I went to school with, right? I ain't gonna say she never paid attention to me, but she was like, oh my dick. Heavy of that jaw. She see me with them niggas and shit, right? So she on me heavy and shit, right? Oh, Rico, what size you wear? So I grab a feline sweatsuit, shit, t-shirt, some purple New Balances, you know what I mean? Right for East, I grab that shit. Them niggas grab pellies, sweatsuits, sneaks, t-shirts, feline shit, surgical tech shit. I'm like, damn. So I just get my shit. I just grab my sweatsuit and sneaks and a t-shirt. You know what I'm saying? So, like, when we was done, the niggas had this shit. The niggas told the nigga, the boy that owned the store, put it on our tab. I'm like, put it on our tab? Like, these niggas didn't spend no money. Niggas had credit before credit cards was popping and shit. Niggas just took the shit and put it on their tab. You know what I'm saying? And just walked out the store. So I'm in the car like, yo. He like, you should have grabbed some more. I was like, I ain't know. I was grabbing the sweatsuit. Like, niggas took like probably like $5-6 worth of shit without paying. I guess they, niggas know they was good for it. Niggas been shopping there every day, right? So boom, that's how I know that shit was mob. I'm like, yo, this shit mob. Like, we in the car, they got a bunch of shit in the trunk and shit, in the BMW and shit. I'm in the back with Mont. So this is another part. That's funny, right? Another part that's funny as shit. So we driving back, right? These bitches in the, he's like in a Honda or something. They's blowing the horn. Beep, 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 beep. I'm like, oh shit, I'm bitch bad as shit. And they was like, who Lil Man? Right? Cause I guess they just knew the car and shit. They ain't know what the nigga look like. There's 4 niggas in the car and shit, right? So, Lit was like, I'm like, Lit, you ain't gonna get them bitches? He's like, man, Brenda kill me, man. So mine was like, shit, I'm little man and shit. I was like, oh shit. That was funny as shit. Mine in the back, like, I'm little man. Shit, what's up with the bitches and shit? You know what I'm saying? The bitches didn't know, they just knew the car. That's before, you know what I mean? Instagram and all that shit. Niggas was famous with word of mouth. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't about no posting no pictures and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas was famous because of word of mouth, man. The wells and shit just traveled, man. That's one of my little man stories that, you know what I mean? Boy stories, cool. That day, that's why I knew that shit was real, man. I knew that shit was real out of this bitch. Let's feel it.